All right, guys. Home life, right? So last week, or the couple minutes ago, actually, but the last lesson that we just taught on was discovering your language of apology. Today, we're going to talk about the 5 different love languages. Written by the same person, Gary Chapman wrote the 5 languages. He also wrote the 5 languages of apology. And so here's what these love languages are: words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, acts of service, receiving gifts. These are in ways how when you think about the love language, what I'm looking at is, how do I want to be loved? How do I want you to show love to me? So what happens is, we often know, I like to love this way, and the other person's like, man, that is... So I like to be loved with words of affirmation. I like it when somebody says something nice to me. It feels good. I feel loved. My wife is acts of service. So when I tell her nice little things, words of affirmation, she doesn't feel as loved as when I'm doing something for her. When she's doing something for me, I feel less loved than if she were to say words of affirmation. The point is that we have to understand each other and even your children, so that you can love in the way that they most want to be loved. And if I love somebody, I should want to love them in the way that they want to be loved. So we're going to kind of define each one of these. Words of affirmation. This is about expressing affection and gratitude through spoken words of praise and appreciation. Everyone enjoys kind words, encouragement, uplifting quotes, love notes, cute text messages. Everyone loves that. My wife knows that is love. When she gets it, that may not be her highest love language. But everyone... So one of the things I want to do as we walk through this, I want you to understand, you should be doing all of them. But understand what is most important to your spouse, your children, your boss, those types of things. Quality time. This is about expressing your full presence. I want you to hear me. Full presence when you're together. If you are on your phone sitting next to your wife, or wife, you're on your phone sitting next to your husband, that is not quality time. That is sitting in the same room. You are not fully there. I was watching a movie last night, and I was kind of playing like a Tetris game on the phone a little bit. The kids kind of got me into it, and we're doing a little competition. We're all sitting in the room. Some of them are watching a movie, and some of us are on our phones, and it was not quality time at all. It wasn't. It was not at all. Once in a while, I would hear something on the TV, and I'm like, ha, 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 and then I was right back at it, right? I'm not fully present. I'm present, but I'm not fully present. People feel most loved when you give them your undivided attention. You spend time together in meaningful ways. One of the things that we do is, my wife likes to unwind after a long day. She gets on their, the TikTok, or whatever they are, Instagram and stuff, watches those little videos and stuff like that, or the reels off of Facebook, and just kind of watches some funny videos, and she unwinds a little bit. What we've learned is that we don't do that for a long time at bedtime. So we may go like, hey, I'll watch with you. What are you watching? And so then we'll sit next to each other and we'll do it together. Sometimes we watch a little video together. Sometimes we just visit and put our phones down all together. Sometimes we're reading books, all different kinds of things. But the point is that we're checking with each other because we want to make sure that the time we have together is quality time. Quality time is not being in the same house. Quality time can be watching a movie together. But when we watch a movie together, all phones are down. Everyone's phone's down. I don't get it. I don't know what's the big deal. We're just watching a movie. We're doing it together. We'll laugh together. We'll cry together. Celebrate together. But we're doing this together, fully present in the movie. If you're sleeping during the movie and you use that as an excuse of like, we're just watching a movie. No, that's not quality time. Understand, quality time is to be fully present. Moving on. Physical touch, aside from sex. Okay, a lot of the men were like, that's my number one. Physical touch, because they think that means sex. It's not sex. It doesn't have anything to do. Physical touch has nothing to do with sex. So all of the guys are like, well, never mind. That's not mine. This is about more of holding hands, playing with her hair, touching their arm. A man that walks up behind another guy and just grabs him by the shoulder and kind of, man, I love you, pats him on the back, pats him on the shoulder firm handshake. It's a physical touch of like, I respect you. Love you, bro. That kind of thing. People love, now getting back to like the marriage part of this is, cuddling while watching a movie, taking a walk and holding hands. Okay? These are physical touch, not sex. It's all the other stuff. Acts of service is to do something nice for the one you love in order to make them feel loved and appreciated, such as washing the dishes, running errands, cleaning up the house, putting gas in their car. There's so many different little things that you can do while they're not, so one of the things that my wife does as an act of service to me almost every morning when we're in the same house at the same time. Whoops. And so we're almost there, though, so it'll be all right. So there we go, came back. So one of the things that my wife does for me is that every single morning that she wakes up earlier than me, she ends up coming in the room with a cup of coffee, something super sweet. I love it. I cherish it. I feel so loved when she just comes. I'm still sleeping. I'm not a morning person. I want to be. She is. She just wakes right up, pops out of bed, and I'm just like, oh, where am I? And she's like, here, honey, and she gives me a, that's active service. When she's gone and I'm at the house, I get home before she does, and I look over there and I see dirty dishes. I don't want to do dirty dishes, but I'll do them. I see the laundry hasn't been folded. I hate folding laundry, but I'll do it. She wants something done in the house. I'm going to build it. And I'm not going to put other people first. I'm going to do this first for my wife. Receiving gifts. Gifts often symbolize love, care, and affection. They are something. So when people receive something, it's because, like, when they love gift receiving, it's because they know you were thinking about them and went beyond thinking. Okay? They are a treasure that you are giving to someone